Okay, so before I get into this gameplay or into my topic of today, I just quickly wanna say some words about the gun I'm using. You can't see it right now because I'm in this beautiful buggy, and the gun I'm using is the PP2000. It's a quite old gameplay I got here. If you remember, I made a PP2000 review, and that was captured in the same time. And for those who are interested in my combination and who didn't see the PP2000 review, I like to use the PP2000 with extended mags because it gives me the ability to take out about 3 guys with one single clip, or I'm sorry, it's magazine. For all those people who have been saying this, I know clips are used for guns like the M1 Garand and magazines are used for guns like the PP2000, so sorry for that. My English, quite a few German people say it's good, but it still needs some working in my opinion. But if you disagree, feel free to tell me. I'm always open for criticism, and if you want to give me English lessons, go ahead, like, do it. And besides extended mags, of course, I'm using the red dot sight because it's my favorite sight, and even more, of course, if you know what I mean, the laser pointer, because this gun is a hip-fire sniper rifle. It's a death beam of doom if you use the laser pointer. I'm not hip-firing too much, but believe me, this gun is accurate as hell if you use a laser pointer. It has like no recoil if you use the laser pointer, and the spread is about 0. Like, I think I have less spread if I'm hip-firing with this rifle. Well, it's not a rifle, it's a personal defense weapon, but you know what I mean. So overall, I think there's better personal defense weapons, especially the PDWR, but the PP2000 definitely is a decent choice if you want to try it out. If you haven't, I have quite a few friends who like it. But today's topic is not the gun, but the quit rate, and why I think the quit rate is a flawed stat. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because when I started playing Battlefield, my quit rate was really high. I mean, I don't know what it was in Bad Company 2, of course, but I know I quitted a lot there, and I quitted quite a lot in Battlefield 3 days, at the beginning at least. And my quit rate was about 26%, which is really high, I admit, and I admit that I've been rage quitting quite a lot at the beginning of the game. However, I stopped with that. You can ask my friends if you want me to. I don't really quit anymore. Very rarely, and not because I'm raging, but because of a reason I'm gonna address to you. And I've got a little bit of this in another commentary, which was a Caspian Border main battle tank gameplay. But I need to talk about it once more because it's bothering me. And the thing is that when we play Rush or even Conquest, it doesn't really matter, with an organized squad, and we work together, we communicate, we usually win. I mean, unless we're playing against some clan or something, we usually win. And even if we play against a clan, we usually win because we're just beasts, you know. Sarcastic there, but we use teamwork usually. And it seems that this frustrates a lot of people because I've been playing with friends, and there's a few maps that just scream for our enemy team to rage quit, which is Terran Highway and Rush. When I play Terran Highway and Rush with my friends and we're defending, the enemy team has no chance because we're setting up CTVs and guided shells, and like that, it's crazy. The enemy team doesn't communicate usually, so they don't have a chance. And what happens is that usually about 3 games in game, 50% at least of the enemy team leaves, and the rest of them is just sniping in the back of their base, which results in very long and very boring rounds. And at the beginning of the game, I used to quit out of these rounds too, but sadly, as I said, since people have complained about it, I've stopped doing this, and I've been just sitting through these boring ass rounds because, as I said, people have moaned, and I don't want to give people a reason to moan on my stats. And you should I know I shouldn't care about this, but sadly I do. So just accept that. My quit rate has gone down quite a bit thanks to this, but overall it's just like, I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed, in the opinion of many people, to leave a match that is completely boring to me. And the thing is, what would help preventing this is if people actually would take on competition. And what I mean by this is that, as I said before, when we play against another team, we're usually dominating them, and we have good pilots on rush, we have good tank drivers, we have good teamwork going on. And this seems to demotivate a lot of people. Sorry, I was changing position on my chair because it was uncomfortable, if you heard that. Anyway, and if we do this, as I said, a lot of people rage quit, and I've been having a few rounds with friends so far where we were facing a very good team. And in this time, we sometimes took a beating. We lost 2 or 3 rounds just after another, and we went negative. I was cursing like mad, and it was no fun to play. But eventually, during these rounds, we managed to improve and analyze the enemy tactics. And this was in squad deathmatch, one very specific situation where I remember, and we took about 3 beatings. We lost about 3 matches trying to unlock the L85, and during that time I learned that the tank is the most important thing in squad deathmatch, and using proximity scanner helps a lot, which was also a thing I made a commentary about. So what people should learn to do is take the risk of playing a good team for more than just 1 round before rage quitting, as it can only help, because those 3 losses taught me a lot more than winning 10 games in a row. Because having a challenge is what makes us strong. Having a challenge usually lets us realize what the enemy tactics are and use them yourself and adapt and overcome, basically, which is a thing a lot of people say. And if people would do this, I think the quit rates would be a lot lower of everybody. So if you can, guys, try stay in the game, because not only does it help you, but it also makes the game a lot funner for those people who are looking for a challenge. And what I also think about quit rate is that just because rage quits, it's not only about rage quits, but if you get disconnected, or if your PlayStation freezes, your game crashes on PC or on Xbox, I don't know if it happens too much. It happens a lot of on PlayStation. Then it also gives you a quit, which just I don't find that fair at all. And I think DICE should make it so that you don't get a quit for those. And just overall, stay in games, people, if you can, because it just makes rounds a lot more interesting. So I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I've got quite a lot of good things to go to get in my next videos. There's some bro tips, a team deathmatch guide which I made for a subscriber. So I hope you stay tuned, and thank you for your attention. As I said, I hope you enjoyed. I'm out, and see ya.